Okay, I want to share with you 3 reasons why for some adults gender dysphoria can and does gets worse, meaning incrementally the dysphoria starts feeling much more worse as they continue to age. So the reason number 1, gender dysphoria gets worse as you age is there's no reason for it. Gender dysphoria just sometimes increases for some people. It fluctuates for everybody differently, and for some it's incrementally tends to increase. Reason number 2, it's going to increase because the mechanisms, the coping that you have used over the duration of your lifetime is no longer working. In other words, whatever you used in order to deal with gender dysphoria, maybe it is drinking, maybe it is avoiding, maybe it is working too much, maybe it is doing anything else, any other type of coping, whether it is positive or negative coping, suddenly is no longer working. Coping mechanisms are not meant to work forever. So they're meant to be there almost like a band-aid to temporarily give you some time until you figure out what to do. So that's the reason number 2 why gender dysphoria will increase, is because your coping is no longer working. And the final reason number 3 why gender dysphoria tends to increase as you age, well, it's because throughout your age, you're starting doing little things. Some of you starting doing small things in order to express your gender identity. Maybe it is expressing yourself in privacy, in secrecy, through clothing. Maybe it is some other type of things. Maybe occasionally you go out expressed as who you truly are. And because gender dysphoria is such a thing, it creates kind of a pressure valve inside ourselves. And then the pressure valve creates a lot of dense area. So when you start releasing that pressure a little bit by doing things in order to get closer to your authentic gender, what suddenly happens to pressure valve is it all wants to come out. And because also you're naturally communicating to your psyche that this is the part of you that you feel the most authentic about. So as a result, you're going to feel even more dysphoria. Sometimes people think this is counterintuitive because they feel that, wait a second, if I'm doing all of the things that are positively affirming my gender identity, even though they're very little things and they're not daily things, shouldn't my dysphoria diminish? Well, actually, if you're not fully living your life as your true self and you're only occasionally letting out that pressure fuse, your gender dysphoria most likely will actually increase versus decrease with age. So hopefully this helps. There's the 3 top reasons why gender dysphoria tends to increase for some adults over the course of their age.